In a world where dice determine your fate and the only thing holding you back is your imagination, embark on a journey of adventure, perils, mayhem, and treasure. Unlock the hero within and welcome to Roll for Turaco!
So I have here a bag of jumbo dice. I've showed these before. Uh, I'm going to give these to my great nephew. Now he's young. He's 2. But the last time that we were together at a family function, I took my dice. I always carry dice with me just in case. He had a fun time playing with the dice, and I told him if he behaved, uh, I might get him his own set. And I thought, well, I have a set of dice that he could probably play with. So I'm going to show these real quickly, and then I'm going to take them to him and his parents. But then I'm going to talk about emergency dice. All right. And here they are. And I looked these up on Amazon recently, so I can get another set for $12. I don't know if it'll come with the bag. It's a nice bag. But I have bags. But yeah, these are my chunky dice. And now I'm going to pass these on to a new generation. So I'll be right back. Now we can get back to the main topic of this video, and that's emergency dice and why you should carry some emergency dice and why I carry emergency dice, whether you're a player or a game master. This is a set that I carry with me. So I have here a little paper miniature that I made. So I designed this guy and I turned him into a paper miniature, and I have plenty others. I have a little plastic figure, little uh, fighter, archer. There you go. And I have a set of polyhedral dice and some just regular D6s. The D6s I got from the Dollar Tree. You can get a pack of 10 for $1.25. And when I go, I try to just get some dice. And this is a little plastic case. I think I had here a sewing kit. So I just switched it out, and I use this just to carry some dice. And this was the little kit that I had when my and this is the little set that I had when I went to go visit my family, and my great nephew was there. I took this out, and he was just having so much fun playing with the dice. We were spinning dice, rolling dice, seeing which is the highest. And he is learning his numbers, so he was just counting the dice. And that's when I told him, hey, I'll get you your own set of dice. And I did. So it came in handy because it distracted him. We got to play and bond. And he liked it. He enjoyed it. So now he has his own jumbo set. This set also came in handy when I was running a game for my kids. We went to the library, and usually I will book a room I know there's always a room ready or available. Now, when I went, the room that I usually uh, book or check out, that's the room where I had all my gear, all my role playing gear, my books, extra dice, terrain. Well, it was being used. But I do carry some extra stuff with me. I did have some of the books, some extra copies. I had some extra sheets of paper, and I had just so happened to have this dice set. Again, this is something that I put together. So I had a little figure, and I also had this guy, which I actually needed this guy specifically because he is a character in the game that I play with my kids. We play Deathbringer. So this is a Deathbringer slash fighter. And I decided to substitute uh, one of the player characters with this guy. So this was, I think my eldest son was using this little soldier guy as his piece, his avatar. We all shared the dice, and we used this dice, for Deathbringer dice. We used the D6s. So let's say if my son wanted to, punch one of the evil NPCs, he would roll the D20, and I would have him roll one of his Deathbringer dice. So he would either roll one or two, just depending on how many he wanted to use. And those were the extra points added to the original D20. And it was high. He would, yeah, he would knock out the evil NPC. So this really came in handy. And for the terrain, I just happened to have grabbed that day this this paper terrain, and I also had, let's see, I have here. Oh, I also had some index cards. So with one of the index cards, I folded it in half and I cut out little slits of paper, and those were that I used for NPCs and for my other players, my other kids. I just drew quick little figures on those. So I had this terrain and this one. So this is what we used. And on one of the index cards, I drew a map, which I don't think I have it right here with me. But I drew a map of one of the places we're planning on going. And so with the map kind of diagrammed here, I tried to recreate it on this terrain. So let's see. So I think if I remember, this was like one of the bedrooms. There was another one here. This one was taking place in an orphanage, and my kids were playing orphan kids that had escaped an orphanage, and they had to go back. So carrying just this simple piece of terrain, some index cards, my emergency dice that had some paper figures, or a paper figure and a little plastic figure, we were able to play for about an hour and a half. And we did it. We had fun. And I did record some of it, so I'm going to show a little bit of that. You just cleared the woods, and you're on your way to the small city where the orphanage is. You're on the road down to the orphanage. You're getting closer to the orphanage. What do you want to do now?
Can I use disguise?
Yeah.
Disguise as like a kid, like in the orphanage.
You just want to
so I can
walk in.
Yeah, so, and then I could like see anyone like.
Okay, you can do that. And Mitchell and Donna will go on the side. So there are some windows. So do you want to go peek in, or do you want?
Yeah, I want to go like peek. So
I'm just gonna walk in since I'm in disguise.
Then just roll a d6. Do you want to use a Death Bringer dice to help your roll?
No.
Okay. Roll a d6 and roll it here. Hey, kid. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Can you use charming? Like it's ability.
Well, you're in disguise, so it doesn't use.
My parents just dropped me off. They just just gave me away right now. Today.
Wow, that's pretty cold, even for some of the parents that I know. All right, well, come on in. I'm gonna introduce you to the headmaster. That was just a small example of the game that we had. We're using emergency dice. And I call it emergency dice. You can call it your backup dice, whatever you want to call it. I recommend carrying something when you don't know when you're going to be in a place or in a situation where like, oh, I forgot my regular stuff, or I'm at someone's house and we're talking about games. Like, hey, I can run a quick game. Some index cards, pen, pencils, some dice, and some quick terrain, which is the sheet of paper I printed out. Now I have more of these, so I could do a larger area. And I think this was from a game. You can get this for free. You can print them out for free. Fable on your table. So you can get that on itch.io. So that's one of the sets of emergency dice that I have. I try to carry this one almost everywhere I go because I do keep 2 miniatures in here. So that's that. I'm going to put this away. I'll show you some other kits that I have. And here's one that I had in the PSA video. Again, I buy a lot of these white D6s. So I keep the white D6s, and I keep a set of polyhedral dice. And this is just a very simple one. Just want to have dice on the go. I use an old Altoids tin. I spray painted this one gold because originally what I wanted to do with this one, turn it into a Farnsworth from Warehouse 13. But I don't know how to do the electronics, so I was just gonna print out a template here and just have this as a little cosplay prop, but I decided to use it for dice. So it's a nice little case you can carry with you and play a game. Now this one is a little bit not more advanced, but there's just a little bit more to this. So this is a dungeon made out of a box, and there is a video where I saw this I don't remember the YouTube channel off the top of my head, but I will be leaving a link in the description below. And I just used more of these paper terrain from Fable on your table. Put this here inside. And here's a few more of these paper miniatures. That's one of my kids' is his paper miniature. So I used these I guess dungeon walls or tiles, and you'll notice that this one here in the center is one of the UDTs that I had printed out and made. I just folded it up, cut off the edges, and taped it to the bottom. And these were bricks that I had. I made these and I printed them out. And I did one in larger sizes. And so I just use it to just cover up the box on the inside. And you can have like a little dungeon or a little, maybe a little town, and they go down to like a basement of a building or a castle, and you can have a little game. Again, many D6s. I have these blue D6s that I got from Dollar Tree. I really like this, so you can have, you know, the blue could be for your players. I just threw in some random D20s. And the whites could be for your monster, or the D20s can be for both. Or just make a decision. And I have these little hex tiles, and I haven't decided how to use this, but I could make just a quick simple setup. Oops. Maybe a puzzle. But I thought I'd just throw these in here and see what I come up with. If I just want to just kind of play around. So again, more emergency dice. And to put in, maybe I want more terrain to kind of make a path or something. I carry these in here, and we're good to go. Now this one, I do use a rubber band to keep it sealed because the flap doesn't really tuck in, so it's just loose. So I did have a rubber band. But, here it is again. And there you go. You got your little dungeon to go. So put this in a bag, or if you don't mind the noise, you can probably just carry it around. And these are 3 of my emergency dice. They do come in handy. This has been Frank Salazar with Roll for Taraco, saying, always be ready for a game. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to roll for Taraco.
Don't forget to roll for Truckle. Subscribe.
Like basically kidnapped by Victorino and the Taskmaster.
Oh yeah.
But we killed him.
What? You killed Victorino?
Yeah, but the Taskmaster's in jail.
Oh wow, that's good news. Yeah, he brings a lot of kids here. Some of them go off to different families, and so I don't always hear from them.